This is Dr. Fred Foy Strang, and I want to welcome you to this episode of Moment for Mission. Have you ever noticed people that are really driven toward a goal? It seems like they are able to focus on what they want to accomplish, and they often achieve amazing results. Today, on Moment for Mission, we're going to ask ourselves this question: are you on mission? Let's first take time for a Fred Foy fact. I like coffee. In fact, I have the water heating right now to make a nice pour-over featuring a dark roasted Kenya AA blend. I like my brews pretty simple, black or with little cream and maybe a tiny amount of sugar here and there. If I do get a latte, the froth milk is plenty sweet on its own. How much do I enjoy coffee? Well, let's see. I was teaching a class on a foreign study in Italy one semester, and I made the executive's decision to change its meeting venue from the classroom to the Caffè Poliziano Montepulciano, where they brew some of the most amazing coffee and have some mighty delicious things to go along with it as well. And I tell you what, I don't think my students minded one bit. We were putting some things back outside from our hurricane preparation this past week. You know, anything that could blow with the wind had to be put away, stored, or tied down. One of the things that came back out of the shed was our bird feeders. Now, Cecily loves birds. In Africa, we had the most lovely and colorful birds that came all day long to eat at our compound. Here in Florida, we are attracting a variety of birds as well. One of the feeders we have is designed to attract hummingbirds. Now, those are some pretty amazing creatures. For their size, hummingbirds have among the largest appetites in the bird world. They feed every 10 or 15 minutes from dawn until dusk. During this period, they eat more than half their weight in food and 8 times their weight in water. Hummingbirds have 2 unusual features that help them get through the hours of darkness when they can't feed. First, they eat as much as they possibly can just before dark. Then, to conserve energy, during the night their heart rate and their body temperature drop as they go into torpor, which is a state similar to hibernation. Torpor slows the bird's metabolic rate to 1/15 of its normal rate. If they didn't go into this sort of daily hibernation stage, they would starve. Now, if there is a bird that is on mission, I think it is definitely that diminutive hummingbird. It knows it has to do something to survive, and it gets the job done day in and day out, and even at night. Do we have a mission that consumes us in such a manner? Is there some goal or vision that is so important to us that we are driven to be on mission almost all the time? Now, of course, we have to balance life, and we all have many factors that pull us in various directions on a daily basis. But the lesson we can take from the humble hummingbird is profound. Being on mission shapes our life and gives us an overall direction for our pursuits. I bet you can identify with this. I have been in many situations where I simply am unable to pay attention. I think I am trying to give it my best shot, but my mind keeps wandering off. Maybe to a list of things I need to do, or a daydream of being out on the water, fishing or diving. It's human to lose focus, often without even realizing it. Maybe I am tired or worried or bored or mad or frustrated or in pain or not feeling well or hungry or need coffee. It's hard for me to admit, but I lose focus a lot more often than I would like to. For me, and likely for you as well, I find it is incredibly difficult to maintain a consistent high level of concentration. And when I do not, I'm no longer on mission. When I realize that I am drifting and I've lost my mission focus, I try to reel my wandering brain in with several techniques. Let me share just a couple of those with you. First, change the scenery. When my mind wanders such that I am no longer on mission, I will try to alter my surroundings. Sometimes it can be just as simple as moving from my desk to a reading chair. Other times it's going from inside to outside. I like to go over to the beach with my legal pad, and on several occasions when I had a major deadline such that I had to keep on mission for a super concentrated number of days, I went away on a retreat. Simple or complex, mix up the where of what you do in order to keep on mission. Secondly, move. Have you ever been working diligently and you look up only to realize that you've been in the same position for hours? When that happens to me, it takes my knees and my back a while to uncramp and even get out of the chair. I have a little timer now that I set to a certain number of minutes. I will work with concentrated effort for that amount of time, and then when the alarm sounds, I get up for a few minutes, take a walk around, get some water or coffee, and put my face in the sunshine or something like that. Then I go back so that I can keep fresh and keep on mission. Thirdly, ponder. Often I will refer to an inspirational quotation to get me out of my mental morass or a rut and get me back on mission. Whether a religious text or a classic author, there are many available that you can make into a neat screensaver, record to playback or as a ringtone, or simply write on a 3x5 card. That's what I do. Sometimes just an inspiring word can get me back on mission. Here are a few of my favorites. The successful warrior is an average man with laser-like focus. Bruce Lee said that. A Zen proverb goes like this: when walking, walk. When eating, eat. A favorite tennis player, idol of mine, Arthur Ashe, said, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. And of course, I'm sure you've heard this quotation from Lao Tzu: a journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. And fourthly, pray. I'm a person of Christian faith, and as such, I find it helpful to engage those traditions and seek help from God. When I get distracted from my vision and mission, I will take a quiet moment to practice some prayerful breathing exercises, and then I simply say my weaknesses and difficulties out loud in my prayer, and I ask God to help me have a clear mind, a calm spirit, and a joyful attitude about the task that's before me. More often than not, I am able to be on mission again and have more energy and enthusiasm for it. But let's face it, we are all going to lose focus here and there. That's inevitable. However, if we can make it our aim to be on mission as much as we can, then it can really help us make progress on achieving our or our organization's mission. Start simply. Start small. Like one of my former students, Melissa. She wanted to write a book or two, but as a wife and a mother of 3 small kids, how in the world would she ever be able to do that? Well, Melissa went on mission. She committed to carving out a time each week to write. She arranged childcare, and she got out of the house and went to an inspiring coffee shop and focused intently for that amount of time that she had. But she did this over and over and over again. In time, she finished her book, And you know what? It was recently published by Thomas Nelson with a contract for a follow-up book. If you like romantic comedy, read her novel, The Dating Charade by Melissa Ferguson. The link to her book is in the show notes. Way to go, Melissa. If you're floundering around, having a hard time keeping your focus, staying on mission, well, take heart. You're not alone. But you can do this. Start by taking a moment for mission today. Where do you want to go? How will you get there? And then start. Take that single step. Then take another, and then another. And pretty soon you'll be surprised at just how far you have journeyed on mission. You can do it. Keep on mission. Thanks for taking time to listen today. This is Dr. Fred Foy Strang. Have a great day.